Number 15 reads, the social psychologist mentioned in paragraph 2 would likely describe the deadweight loss phenomenon as blank. So when we see it would likely describe, the would likely tips us off that this is an inference question. So for inference questions, you have to analyze what's happening, and then you have to answer the question, now what? You kind of have to make an educated guess on what specifically the social psychologist would think. So before we do that, we need to first understand the concept. Before you can make a judgment on something, you have to understand it. First, understand the concept. So let's go ahead and read that second paragraph and see if we can figure out what's going on. So it says, anthropologists describe gift giving as a positive social process, serving various political, religious, and psychological functions. Economists, however, offer a less favorable view. So this is the core argument right here. According to Waldroger, gift giving represents an objective waste of resources. People buy gifts that recipients would not choose to buy on their own, or at least not spend as much money to purchase. A phenomenon referred to as the deadweight loss of Christmas. To wit, givers are likely to spend $100 to purchase a gift that receivers would spend only $80 to buy themselves. This deadweight loss suggests that gift givers are not very good at predicting what gift others will appreciate. That in itself is not surprising to social psychologists. So again, these are the people that we're looking at. So social psychologists, right here. Okay, let's keep reading. Research has found that people often struggle to take account of others' perspectives. Their insights are subject to egocentrism, social projection, and multiple attribution errors. So first, let's try to break down what deadweight loss is. So they tell us deadweight loss is that gap between what people pay, so that is what the givers pay, minus what the receivers would normally pay. So what the receivers, in a sense, want. So in the example they use, they say someone's paying $100 for a gift, but the other person would only want or pay $80 themselves. So this is your deadweight loss of $20. So now we understand the concept. Let's think about what the social psychologist would think. First, we see that they tell us it's not surprising to them. They have this research, so they already kind of know that this is going to happen. So when we look at the answer choices, we have to try to see which one they would probably say, and they would probably say that it's predictable. They've had research, it's not surprising to them. So though the passage never explicitly tells us it's predictable, that's what it is here. It's not questionable. They don't make a judgment call on what happens. Disturbing again, it doesn't say anything about the scientist's thoughts on it. It only tells us what the psychologists know about it, and that's that it's predictable, and it's not unprecedented. So our answer here is going to be letter choice A.